Hi everyone, I'm Michael Kuluva and welcome to my vlog. I'm so excited that you're tuning in with me today. It's a gorgeous day here and I'm really excited to get down to some questions about rheumatoid arthritis. I am a spokesperson for Creaky Joints, and Creaky Joints is a government nonprofit based in the United States. They were really helpful with me being able to tell my story and me being able to come out with what I wanted to do as a person that's been hiding behind it for so many years and never saying anything about it to the press or the media. And I think it was really a time in my career where it was so exciting to be able to put on a platform where there was so much awareness, and we did such amazing things with being able to really give the disease a really good platform to tell younger people that it's okay and that you need to talk about it and that having it shouldn't have a stigma with it. So I'm going to go over a couple things that I want to talk about with rheumatoid arthritis and me personally. I'm not a doctor. I'm not really, anybody besides someone that has had it. I mean, I have it right now. Once you have it and been diagnosed with it, there's no cure for it yet. So that's what we're really trying to do as much as we can with awareness, is to bring a cure for this horrible disease. And I'm going to kind of go over a little bit more of it. So first off, I want to say that yes, I am on the cover of Arthritis magazine. So if you see that in your doctor's office, yes, that's me. I love it. My dad went into our family doctor, and my family doctor was like, "Oh, how's Michael?" And he's like, "Oh, he's good. He's on the wall right there. He's on your magazine wall." It was really funny. I mean, how many times does that happen? So, but no, with rheumatoid arthritis, it's an autoimmune disease, and it happens to people that are children, to people that are, older in life. It just really depends on your DNA, your genetics, and how it really performs in your body. I didn't know I had it until I was in my mid to late 20s. I was at school at FIDM, the Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising, and I was walking to school, and I had like this back pain, and it just got worse and worse, and I just collapsed with all my books, and I thought I might have had like a kidney stone or something, but it was rheumatoid arthritis, and I had to get a second opinion. I got a third opinion. I went to the Mayo Clinic. I did everything I could to make sure that's exactly what it was before I started treatment. When I did start treatment, it wasn't fun, and I really put a lot of stress on that. It's not a fun thing to go through to start with. I was put on biologics, which are specific medicines for autoimmune deficiency disorders, and it's really hard because your body's attacking your joints, and it's attacking itself, and it hurts really bad, and you can't see it, and there's so much stigma around it because right now I have it. My wrists hurt, they crack. I don't know if you can hear that. I mean, like, my elbows, everything will crack right now. My ankles, everything. You won't be able to see it, though, and that's the problem with this disease, is that so many people have it. They can't see it. They don't know, they don't understand it really. But, things get inflamed. My hands, I can't take off my rings. That's why I love bracelets, my bracelets today, because I can't wear rings all the time and take them off. It hurts. I love slip-on shoes. My feet love slip-on shoes because some days I just don't want to tie my shoes. Like, it's not that I'm being lazy. It's just that it hurts. So when you see someone maybe wearing Crocs or something, maybe take a second, look at them. Maybe say, hey, give them the benefit of the doubt that they might be struggling with something that you just can't see. So with that being said, I'm going to answer a couple more questions about, like, my rheumatoid arthritis. So I was diagnosed at 28. I was on biologics. I started with Enbrel. My body did not react to Enbrel really well. I got a rash. I got hives everywhere. It was horrible. I had to take a medicine to counteract that, and it was pretty painful. If something happens when you're starting a biologic like that, you need to tell your doctor every time what happens. The other thing that I did that was really bad when I first was diagnosed was that I Googled everything. You know, people want to Google. I mean, I Googled everything. I looked at discussion boards, everything. But you know, the thing is that there's no discussion boards really uh, for rheumatoid arthritis with people that are younger. And that's why I kind of want to bring into this is that, like, feel free to comment, feel free to DM me, feel free to tweet me, Instagram me, you know, leave a comment on my page on everything at Michael Kuluva. And I will tell you my thought. Like, I might not have the answer, and if I don't, maybe I can lead you the right way. But I might be able to. I've been through it a lot recently for the past like 6 years now. So I think I might have a little bit of a grasp on, you know, what really, you know, what are your options, you know, what can you do. And I have such a great doctor in Los Angeles and medical team, and I highly recommend them. I'm not going to put that out there quite yet, because that's kind of private to me, and I'm not sure that he wants that out there. But I'm just going to say that I really have a really good team in Los Angeles, and that it's not hard to find them if you really need to look. So but yeah, don't Google anything. I would ask somebody like me that has the disease, ask your doctor, who's another person. Go to Creaky Joints. They're so great. Like, they're government funded. They don't take money from private institutions or individuals, so they're not skewed in any way besides looking for a cure. So all the information that they accumulate from their app, and, you know, all of their information is to help people. So I would go to creakyjoints.org. Another thing is, I haven't been to one, but I heard that there are support groups for younger people with rheumatoid arthritis. But the problem that I see when you go to those is that they're a lot of the time they're really negative, and the other part is that there's only 3 to 4 people possibly even there. I mean, 3 to 4 more opinions, great, but for me, I don't really want the negativity with all of it. I am pretty positive with my outlook on this disease, and I can't change it. I can just live with it and try to cope with it every day, like everybody else that has it. And with the flare-ups that come back, and you go back into remission with sometimes, and, you know, trying new medicine. So, you know, Enbrel didn't work for me, but maybe that's great for you. I then had to be switched to Humira. When I was on Humira, it started working, the pain started going away, but the problem was my immune system was so low with this drug that I couldn't travel. Number one, I was losing a lot of weight. And number three, with that drug, I was in the hospital a lot with some really weird ailments that you just would not think to even have. And they kind of disclose it to you. I mean, they have you've seen those commercials. I mean, what don't they disclose, really? You know, besides, I don't know, they disclose everything on those commercials and in their ads. So there's nothing, it's just, you know, everything is going to happen to you, but it does, because your immune system's so low, and your body can't fight off these infections. So I had a really hard time with Humira at the beginning. After I was on it for about a year or so, year or two, it worked. It really, really worked. And I thought I was seeing some results. Then about a year and a half into it, 2 years maybe, it stopped working. Like, it was not being as effective as enough as it should have been. So my doctor switched me again. And when you get these injections like Humira, I decided to get the injections that you can technically do yourself. I don't inject myself with needles, so I have to go to the doctor to do them. And it would just be in my arm, but I mean, you can't drive afterwards with that arm, or if they put it into your leg, you can definitely not drive. But I mean, it's cold. It's very cold. It's a pen type of thing, and you have to stick it in yourself, and you have to press all the way down so the medicine goes in, but it's a gel. So it's kind of like, it's not like a liquid, so it hurts to go in, and then you have to massage it because it'll be lumpy if you don't. And you have to massage it. So, I mean, it's not like a fun little prick prick. So when you give yourself these injections every 2 weeks, I mean, it hurts, and they have to stay refrigerated. It's very hard to travel, because where are you going to put this medicine? How are you going to take it with you? I have traveled with it to Fashion Week before on blue ice. It was a whole situation. I've also had it FedEx to me in New York, and it was really hard for me when you travel. So then I was then taken off Humira, and I was put on another drug called Cimzia. And Cimzia was great. I had my good days, I had my bad days, but the thing about Cimzia is that if you miss that one dose at like 2-week dose, I felt it. Like my body would go back into remission, have to start all over, get a booster shot. Like it was so horrible that I had to think of another solution. So thank goodness there was. And I'm now on Xeljanz. And people probably have heard of it in the States and in North America, but it's the first oral biologic. So I don't have to get the shots anymore. Cimzia was a shot, but now I take a pill once a day. And you have to take it once a day or you're gonna feel it again, like the Cimzia, like you're gonna know that you didn't take your pill. So but the pill, you don't have to worry about not eating grapefruit, you don't have to worry about not being in the sun as much, like everything in moderation, of course, but like it's not like it's a really big factor. There's a lot of less risks with Xeljanz. I'm in no way endorsing Xeljanz. I'm just saying what's working for me right now. As you can tell from this post, that I'm on my 4th medication right now. I've also tried methotrexate as a combined helper with all of these biologics. For me, methotrexate, I didn't see a big result, but at the same time, I saw a lot of side effects. And with side effects, that will be a different post because I thought that's just a whole nother ball game. That's a whole nother post, and I'm not going to get into this video. But I just want to let you guys know a couple questions about it. What drugs, that I've been taking. And then, where you can get support. Go to creakyjoints.org. Go to my website. Go to my Instagram. Subscribe below. I will be talking almost every day on this vlog. I really want this to be something that people can relate to. If they have questions, they can comment. I will try to answer as many comments as possible. I do filter them, but I will get back to you. Anything that you guys can think of, I will love to make a post of. So if you have content that you really are asking me to do a video of, don't hesitate. Let's hear about it. But the main thing about this disease, and this is what I love about this magazine right here that I'm on, is that it says, like, you can succeed even with RA, like, you don't have to just think that this is an end-it-all disease. It's not. You just have to cope with it, and patience is a virtue with this disease, and if you catch it early enough, you're gonna be fine. And I think I'm going to leave it on that positive note, okay? And I'm going to talk about some other rheumatoid arthritis issues a little bit later. But for right now, that's what I'm going to talk about, and that's what I did. All right, everyone, I'm Michael Kuluva. Thank you for joining in, and I'll see you next time. Bye.